The following video was pre-recorded on twitch.tv/codedman9000. More information on the stream times at the end of the video. Previously on Stone to Space, we began our story creating a small settlement. We then moved to a new area under the watchful eye of the king. After gaining the king's approval, we then began cultivating Shady Acres. This was the end of Chapter 1. As we began Chapter 2, we started creating our third new town. We also began our first side story, focusing on a citizen named Cody Stone. We then went back to our main city and continued growing it. We practiced our traffic management by providing people with ways to get to their destinations in multiple cities around the world. We still attempted to start our own transportation program with buses and taxis. We continued growing our population, created a shopping center, and our transportation network ended up earning us a bit of money over time, marking the start of our third side story in the food industry. For our next side story, we traveled to another brick in the mall to create a shopping center focused on a fast food restaurant within our city. After getting close to going bankrupt, we then traveled to a new place, learning different food recipes and starting our new restaurant. After learning how to run a restaurant, we returned to our city. We continued growing the city by adding multiple tree farms up on a hill, more to our education system, and also general population growth, like a new neighborhood. We then took 50 days to build up a trading card shop. We sold packs, booster boxes, dice, sleeves, and more. We ended the side story by keeping $10,000 in the bank while also leaving the store fully stocked. When we came back to our city of Shady Acres, we continued to grow our population. We also moved around the different types of industries we had close to the downtown area. We moved our stone quarry across the river, and we also bought up more map tiles so that we could move our main industrial area further away from the downtown area. We then noticed that no matter what we did, we kept losing money for an unknown reason at the time.
Good evening. The city of Shady Acres is facing unprecedented levels of crime, and it continues to rise. The murder rate is at an all-time high, with victims ranging from high-profile legitimate business leaders to lowly street thugs. Is no one safe? Police believe at least 47 organized crime groups may be behind the murders, but with no suspects in custody, panic has started to spread. In response, plans are underway for a new maximum security facility, one capable of holding the worst criminals our city has ever known. But will that be enough to stop the carnage and return Shady Acres to the peaceful haven it once was, when the biggest worry were the potholes on Main Street? Stay tuned to Shady Acres News for more updates.
Hello and welcome to a Twitch Plays Along series called Stone to Space. We are in Chapter 2, The Modern Era. Today we are playing Prison Architect. Self-explanatory. If I go down here to the Rooms tab, I want one of every one of these, I think. Some of these are things that they can work in, the prisoners, and other things are for the officers. So, like things like the kennel and the armory are things for the guards. But something like shop, mailroom, I don't think library is, but I know the cleaning cupboard is. Laundry is another prisoner thing. Workshop is bakery and restaurant, I don't know. I don't think I've ever used the two of those. Or pantry. I haven't used this entire row down here. Meeting room. I actually have a quick build for me. Yeah, right here. I think this is where the AA meetings are held, because that is a thing in this game. I don't really remember. We'll have to look at it later on when we actually unlock it. Which reminds me. Are we researching or are we done? We are done. So we need to decide on who we're going to do next. Orderlies. Normal guards are prohibited from attacking criminally insane inmates, as they might hurt them in the process. So the orderlies are for the insane people. They're the psychology person. Security and finance. Unlocks the accountant, which gives access to a financial report for your prison. This also allows you to spend more each day than your income would normally allow, assuming you have the funds in reserve. I don't think I have to worry about that. Psychology we will want. Security we will want. Unlocks Chief of Security, who can be hired from a staff toolbar. From the staff toolbar, Chief gives you access to the deployment screen, which will allow us to put specific amount of guards in certain hallways and rooms. Legal, I don't think we have to worry about. We did make an office for the legal person. And we have janitors, groundskeeper. One cleans the inside of the prison, the other one does the outside stuff. And prison labor, we will need later on for our prisoners to work in different spots. I don't think we have to worry about that for right now. So I am going with psychology. And then afterwards we'll do the chief police guy. Now I noticed this wall is not concrete. I honestly am a fan of concrete walls in the game. I know they're plain, they don't really have much to it. So we could maybe go to like one of these, although that's a slum, but it does. Can't tell what it looks like. They have other walls here too, but I don't know about them. Bottle wall? Is this just a wall made out? I can't even tell what it is without them building it. I think that's just a wall made out of bottles. We have the tiled wall, and the white wall is just a brighter version of concrete than this perimeter wall. Water pipes cannot be built underneath, which is good because we will at some point having people escape by making tunnels, and they pretty much go to their toilet inside their cell, and then they dig a tunnel going through the water mains, and then they somehow get to outside the building from wherever the main is, which is another reason why I've been putting all my utilities in hallways, because they'll have to go through the hallway, through another room, and then get out. It's not really going to stop them from getting out, but it gives them an extra thing to worry about. And I don't have Firebot on screen. There we go. Firebot is how I check on chat and everything. And I have a little chat thing here on OBS, but Firebot, more visual. So what are we doing now? I know we changed our intake to matching how many people or how much room we have. So maybe we just go through this and start building extra things. We do not have an infirmary or a morgue. We also don't have a common room. Apparently we have 28 cells. Oh, because they're considered Ds. I got you. So each number here is how many rooms we have of that. This makes sense. I usually like making my yards in the center, surrounded by walls of cells. Now, I would also usually have a room dedicated to being a shower room, but we made cells that have the showers in each cell. I don't think we have to worry about that. We can dismantle these two objects. We don't need them there. I don't know why they put 3 drains. I don't think they need them. And it seems like it canceled out this wall, but it didn't because they didn't get canceled out. I just couldn't see them doing it. Okay. So what should we do? Prisoner intake filled to capacity. We already did that. Don't know why this is still here. Your prison is closed to new inmates. See, okay. We have 4 prisoners up for parole. And medical attention. So parole, medical. Two things that we need. What do their padded solitary cells look like? A regular solitary cell, but with padding walls. Got it. Padded holding cell. I would assume same thing. I don't think they have a parole room. They do have a medical room, though. And this is the shower room. Just has a bunch of showers in it. Parole's down here. Alright. And it would fit right here, but that's where we have solitary confinement. I put it right here across from the canteen? I don't think it would be too weird. And one there. I want classroom next. Ooh, maybe I should do classroom first. I'm going to place down all the different rooms that we're going to put in here. We will need a common room for their fun, I guess would be a good way to call it. We already have a staff room. We don't need shower. Everything up top we already did. Just did these two. We're ignoring medical and infirmary. We have visitation. No, we don't. We made our own. There is a Tim poll in chat. Okay. What's their yard look like? Okay, their yard is relatively small. And it has a door, so I'm guessing the wall around the yard is a fence. So we will place this down, but we're going to get rid of the walls at some point. What about meeting room? I don't know what the meeting room is for. The same size as the parole room. We could maybe move this up here. We might need more than one class. Visualizing how we're going to have this set up, because I think I should have a classroom on two sides of a hallway. We could put these down here underneath the classroom on both sides of the hallway as well. And since this is so much larger than these, it would kind of make like a staircase type thing, which I don't really have an issue with. But I don't know how many classrooms we need, let alone how many parole rooms we need. Anyway, let's set this up. I think the first one was common room, right? Yes. Now, a common room will be the room, or a room, that a lot of the mob bosses will hide in. Well, not necessarily hide, but they'll be in there a lot. Another thing I could do is put the classroom facing downwards. 2 classrooms. 2 meeting rooms. A yard, oddly shaped, kind of like a upside down L. And that's what I'm going to do. Because I'm pretty sure we need 2 classrooms. Something like this, and that. And the parole rooms are smaller. Do I do 2 parole rooms, or do I just see that in one long hallway going in here? And we could have different things on this side. It'll be like the center of our prison. How do I expand? There's a way to expand further on the map, and I don't really... Guessing it would be part of this. Land expansion. So we need finance just to get to that. Okay. So for right now, we'll just do what we have. I need to add foundations here. Hopefully that won't get rid of this wall. And then here. I'm not really a fan of an odd number wall. Because our main hallway up here is 4 blocks. I wanted to make this 3, or 2, which would be right down here. I'm going to get rid of that. Place it back in. And then the same here. Once they build this little portion, we'll get rid of this wall and then add a door. Actually, we won't put a door, we'll just get rid of the wall. And this entire time, I have not been worried about how much money we have. That's an issue. Because at some point we will be low on money, and the only way we're going to be getting money is when we have an intake of people. So there may be a reason to have a riot or two, just so we have extra room for new people. We need to buy some bins. Oh, that's true! I don't think the canteen or the kitchen has bins. Neither one of them do. Okay. Get some objects. Here's the bin. One there. One there. Put 2... No, I'll put 1 in here. No, 2. Hopefully they do that quickly. I do see that a lot of our guards are injured. So it may be worth getting that infirmary next. $100% worth getting this. Now some of our guards are dead. And I can't tell if they made like the outside wall, or maybe I can. Actually, I can see the difference. Now I can go to walls, demolish walls. Tell them to take down that wall. Now another way to know that you have the outside perimeter of the wall is if you open it. If there's a hole in the wall, even just 1 block, they will try to run through that hole. That's a good way to know, because you'll be seeing people running through it. Next thing we need is utilities going down here. I don't think we're going to need water, but we do need electricity down here. That should be far enough. Water? No, there's no need for water. We just need the electricity in here. And then once they put all the stuff on the inside and the walls, this will be a room. Same deal as when we did the cells. As they do more of the cord, it gets brighter in here. There are some lights in walls. I don't know why they put them there. I just want to know what they do when there's a parole room. Because they should be fine with just one room. Okay, right now we should be able to do some programs. Or interested 5-4 Foundation Education Program. Many inmates lack even basic foundations in reading, writing, and math skills. This course brings inmates up to that level. Passing allows prisoners to work in the library. The library is a thing you can work in. Nice. Okay. Pharmaceutical treatment of drug education. A course of 5 pharmaceutical substitutes used to combat a prisoner's addiction to narcotics. Each treatment helps the prisoner with their addiction need, and completing the course has a chance to remove the addiction altogether. We will do some of these. No teacher. Okay. We knew we were going to need a teacher. Does the teacher... Let's see teacher here. Psychologist. Psychiatrist. I'm guessing psychologist is teacher? Teacher? Insight on the minds of your prisoners. That's not who I thought it was. That's not what I thought it was. We did unlock teacher, right? I could have sworn we did. Yeah, we have education. Which does have the guy with the green shirt and the little badge. But this is the guy that was on the other one. Either way, we need to start finance. No, there's nothing below him. Who... How do I get a teacher? Because they're not down here. These are all the people I can hire. Apparently have a farmer. And this is the office of the guy that I have. Boarding cook, guard, doctor, workman, foreman, psychiatrist, farmer. How do I get a teacher? I have the teacher unlocked. Why don't you have power? What? Oh, that's a scanning thing. Alright, give me 1 second while I look this up, because I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Teachers will only arrive at your prison when you have a scheduled education program, the foundation education program, or the general education. They will arrive just before the first scheduled lesson and will leave when the last lesson finishes. How to hire a teacher. Teacher, I passed school. I don't have a teacher. You need to schedule a 3-hour work block and the program. The teachers will come on their own. 3-hour work block, which would be here, regime. 3-hour work block. Work in free time. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to change up how this is done. All my inmates to... Oh, that's right, we can do it for different. How do I make it not be... There we go. Nine to 6 is 9 hours of sleep. 10 to 6 is... We'll do that. Then lock up for 2 hours. Eat or lock up. Free time. I don't think we need to eat again. Should probably do work free time. Yard. I guess we will go back to not having sleep here. Or we can make them wake up an hour early. I think I'll do that instead. Move everything up one. I'm doing a lot of free time or work and free time so that they're not too upset. But here I want the reverse of this. It's 4 hours lockup, 2 hours before and after they wake up. And then around each lockup there's an Esper in chat. They have a lot of free time and some yard time. If anything, we may change this to being work and free time instead of it only being free time, and then expand yard to being 4 hours. But this should mean that we can get a teacher now. If I go to programs. Still didn't... There's no work only thing. And it looks like I have a riot. Still no teacher. I'm going to look at this later on. We need to worry about our inmates right now. And I don't know what they're worried about. Needs, right here. Can I click on needs? I need to unlock someone for that. Okay. I'm guessing my guards are unconscious. Exceeds daily budget. Really? That's not good. I think I need a riot police. Why can't I click on it? I just bring him in. Why are you stuck? Bring them into their rooms, I guess. Apparently it says that this had someone in it. But it didn't. Okay, that should be the end of the riot. Very quick one. My next issue is I have no guards. Exceeds daily budget. I think it's because we're minus 320 right now. Which is going to be an issue because the inmates can't leave their cells without a guard. And I can't look at this without the finance being done. Which is approved. Okay. What was the next thing we needed? I already forgot. Wait, maybe I just need to put him down. Hold on a second. Needs daily budget. Why though? I need finance for that. I need $1,000 for that. I can't let them in without a guard. I'm having issues. Requires an account, so I can't even research these without that person, and I can't put that person in. So the new people are out here. I can't do anything about it. But our balance is fine. Why can't I hire... Now I can. I can afford one guard, apparently. That one guard is going to have a lot to do. And there's 10 deaths, apparently. Can I put this person in there? No, exceeds daily budget. Exceeds daily budget. I can't see what our budget is without people. Alright, let me read this. These are different things that we can get money for just completing. Can I just click on it and then we get some of the money for it? Oh, we can only do 2 at a time. Okay. Build a restaurant. Oh, that's the one I'm looking at. Green machine. Purchase and install solar panel, wind turbine, or hybrid. We're not going to do. Criminally insane. Build a wing/cell block for the criminally insane with 10 padded cells. Intake 10 criminally insane prisoners. Hire 2 psychiatrics. Each requires an office. No. Reformed prisoner initiative. That we do want. Prisoner reoffending rate. Objectives reduce the average reoffending rate to 30%. I think we can do that. Build a home style shower, a yard, kitchen, canteen, and at least 2 guards and 2 cooks. Actually, we are going to take this off. Put that on, because we should be almost done that. Or at least 2 guards, and now we need a shower and a yard. I could... I think just put like a little building, a little room. Do something like this right here. Put a little shower in it. Call it a shower. No, put that done. The other one is a yard. Which is where? Over here. And you need to be behind a door. Let's do a small one then. 6. 6. And door. Where's a gate? I don't see one, so I'll just do this one. rooms. I'm gonna put a door on this as well. Or else they won't be able to come in there and finish it. We also need 2 guards. Can I put these guys in now? I can't put that guy in. I want accountant. And I want this. Okay, so now if I go in here, we have finance, so I can see what we're spending on. And it looks like we're not gaining money at all, except for the grants that we just got. Prisoner wages. Okay. What was the other thing that we were looking for then? Needs, I think. Exercise, family, freedom. We have a lot of lockups. Maybe we take away some of the lockup and regime. Eat, lockup. Free time. Work, free time. We don't have a yard, so there's nowhere for them to go. Let's go this way. So if they're not eating, they're in their lockup. Hygiene. They have their own showers. They could be just taking a shower. Exercise. We need a yard, for sure. Food, they should be getting. Sleep, they should be getting, because I don't know what's going on with these two, why they're red. I think it's because some of them just came in and others are angry and stuff like that. Minimum size is 5 by 5. We have a 4 by 4. Okay, I made this too small. I just extend it out by 1, that should be fine. And we want shower here, which needs a shower head. And then you... You get rid of that. And then we're going to need to make this bigger. Do you not have a door to get out? I just want to put in a door. That's weird. You're done, which means that was done, wherever it is, right here. Building a yard, what we're working on. Which I think I need to extend this out to more. Hello? Oh, there we go. Okay, so that finished it. That means we got extra money from that. What were we doing? Grants. Subblock A, we completed that. What about subblock B? Increase our capacity to 50. We have 28. We're not doing that anytime soon. Administration Center. Build 2 offices, hire a warden, unlock finance, hire an accountant. We did that. Inmate health and well-being. We need a medical ward. Whoops. 2 doctors and hire a psychologist. Did we do the psychologist? No, we did the psychiatrist. No, we did. We just need a medical ward. Okay, we could probably do this here. I do need a yard, though. Maybe we do next to the kitchen, a medical ward. If I do quick build. I just want to see what the medical thing is. It might be too small. It is... Why do they have the morgue as part of the medical wing? Or am I thinking infirmary? I'm thinking infirmary. Medical would be the... Back if I pause and look at these together. I put you there. Honestly, I just don't like how they're orientated. I would have had these two rooms switched with how they're set up, so a bunch of these line up this way, and then all these tables line up like this is. What we're going to do is we're going to create our own. I want to plan it out. How big is that room? Because it was a good size. 10 wide. It's there. I think I should have this face down just for knowing what they look like. But it looks like an office desk and a chair. Which would be like this. No, they're actually only two. These are 2x2. Rigas, welcome in! That's a sweep or swap. Sweep those floors. I don't have the person... I don't have the janitor yet. Because we're still setting up the prison. Welcome in, though. These are 2x2. I thought they'd be bigger than that. They have separated by 1. This is how they have it. Pokemon in chat. Room technology is too advanced. Oh, it's a coughing. That's Gen 1. Let me see if I have it. I have a lot of Gen 1 already. It looks like I do have it, so I'm not going to try and catch it. No, I don't really want beds backed up to each other like this. Maybe we add a separation wall, and then we double it. Oh, that works well with the room I placed here without actually measuring. We do something like that, or we could just do like one door, or... I like it this way though. No doors, just open. And then in the back... Could be this weird cubby hole here. I would double it up, but two walls next to each other kind of make this weird thing. I don't even have an example for it anymore. Is it offenses? They connect horizontally and vertically, so it's like this weird cube with a hole in the center. I don't like that look. We could expand the kitchen. I think that's what I'll plan for. Because then the kitchen will be able to take care of more inmates and take care of them quicker. Because I think a lot of our people have issues with food, right? Food went down. Exercise is way up, so they're definitely angry about not having, like, outside stuff. But they should have other things to do. Everything's okay in here. Go back into planning. Right here is going to be our morgue. And the tables in here are 2x1. I line them up like this. What does this look like? Now this one would have a door. I get rid of that. This, not right there, and right here. I'm liking this. I think that's the plan. But I'm gonna put like a fake door there so I remember where. And then this only has one door, so I think we'll stick with that. One door there. These have to be taken care of. And now something like this. I'm going to do each room at a time. Or one room at a time. I'm not going to do all of it at once. We will start with this little portion. No, we have to do the entire thing. Or else they'll try to escape. Prisoners need access to clean clothes. Build a laundry room, laundry machine, and a laundry basket. When did this pop up? Is that recent? Desperate needs cleaning. Hire more janitors. Build more cleaning cupboards. Assign prisoners to work from the cleaning cupboards. Okay, so our prison is getting very upset. Why aren't you building... You should be adding walls, too. Oh, requires an entrance. Okay, demolish this one wall. I don't want people to escape, and they will be able to go out this way. Oh, so a little closet would probably work well. Not another riot, come on! Need a couple more guards. Other people can get in here and actually work on stuff. Are you not demolishing that wall? There we go. And that got built in. Alright, so we need a little place for a cupboard. Also, this stuff can be taken away. And bulldoze all of that. Don't want it anymore. I think that is a wall thing. No. Oh, it's an open door. That's why I can click on it. Dismantle. Oh, there's dump instead of dismantle. Okay, that's what I want then. I don't know where we would make a cupboard. Right here? No, the inmates have to work there too. We could place it right here. Is it one of the things I have to unlock? No, it's not. I also don't see a pre-made one. Oh, it is something I have to unlock. I require cleaning. Is cleaning. Right here, this guy. Requires a foreman. Oh, I need to person in office up. You, sir? Here. Okay, he will research cleaning, and then afterwards we can get janitors and such. Meantime, do some more stuff. Now, I should be able to just click on... Why am I highlighted on something? Oh, I'm on walls, that's what. I want to move you over here. And then... an extra fridge. Maybe we do 2 sinks. They are 3 wide. I'll put it right there for now. Cooker, on the other hand. We'll do 2 here. Why is there an open wall? You can have prisoners escape using that. No, this isn't a room, so I have no one cooking food. Why are we on slow speed? It's no longer a riot down here in this cell block. Can we put that wall in, please? The wall in. There we go. And you need electricity. Utilities, we'll just grab this. Water on the other hand. Because we moved the sinks, so now they're not there anymore. Hopefully that's close enough. Oh, that's a sprinkler. I want to dismantle that one. I'm going to hopefully be able to move this over to here. Why are you still upset? Room requirement failed sink. It has 2 sinks. Oh, I didn't widen the room. There we go. Now it should go away. That means our 2 cooks will come back in here and start working again. Next thing I'm going to do is extend this out here. Hopefully they don't break down the wall and then work their way out, and they work the opposite direction. Goodness me. We have a prison full of ragamuffins. Okay. Now they should also build a wall here while they're doing this. Nice little autosave. How are we on cleaning? Oh, we finished it. Nice. We hired from the staff toolbar. Like all administrators, requires an office to work. They give us a bunch of extra things. So I'm going to do legal next, even though we don't need it. They widened this out. Rolled for a mug? Okay, give me 1 second, Rigas. Rigas rolled a 22, which I think is the max. No, you didn't roll 22, you did the command for it. You rolled an 11. And you did drink water. I had a feeling that was coming. If we go back in here, we do... If I start there in that corner, we'll get rid of the wall. So I want to go here. Build that in. And then it wanted a regular door here. I think that's how the actual room was set up. Which means that we could have just placed down that one room twice. Got rid of that office desk. That was the infirmary. I could just place this twice. And then got rid of different things. Can I just click that and they change how they're doing it? I think that works. Can I... No, I can't. I was going to say, can I say no to one specific thing? Doesn't work that way. Instead, whoop, I didn't mean to get rid of it. So it'll just go like this, and then we'll change things about it. How are we doing on... Oh, we finished cleaning. I forgot. We needed a cleaning room, I think, right? We have a lawyer now. 1 lawyer. Janitor does not require an office, but does require... They're very tired, got distracted. They do require a broom for cleaning stuff. But since they don't have one in here... Oh wait, did we finish clean? Oh, we did get it opened. Or unlocked, I mean. I don't know what it requires, but I'm thinking maybe it's just a 5x5 room. So like the parole room. Which means to be... seven. There we go. And then... just to here, rid of those two walls. Requires an entrance. I know it requires. I can't do that until after it's built. What are they missing from here that isn't... I guess the beds and such? That one's done. So now we can... get a doctor. I'm going to do 2 doctors because there's pretty much 2 rooms. They went straight down to here. I wish there was like a priority system that I could just tell them to work up here first and then come down here. Still researching something? Whatever we were researching, we just finished. Let's go security for now. We do want land expansion, but I think this is just I buy it. And then it's ready. I'm going to hold out on that. We could add a few more cells going down here. I think I'm going to do that. Quick build. They are the improved cells. I want them to finish this so that we can start cleaning, so I'll wait. Okay, we're going to need... not there. 1 staff door in the center. And I want to demolish these 2 walls. And rooms, cleaning. I think I have to wait for it to fill in. I do. There we go. Why doesn't it have a wall? What happened to the wall? I don't know. But now it has a room. It's not saying that it requires anything in the room. Oh, they just put cleaning supplies in there. Okay. No, we probably just need more janitors than just 1. Let's see if 3 is good enough. It will take them quite a while to go around the entire prison because of how dirty it already is. But then afterwards it should keep it clean. And now that we have 2 infirmaries, which I want to dump that, and don't want to dump this. Can I move this? And I can move it to right here. But we want to demolish this door. Oh, they're probably going to try and escape from that. Quickly build this, please. You have a door, so I know it won't take too long. I think this is white tiles. We don't need this. We do, on the other hand, need medical bed facing that way. And if I go, where is infirmary? Here. Like those together. Now we only have 1 infirmary. one morgue. Then we need morgue slabs. No idea which way it's supposed to be facing. That should be it. And utilities. We'll grab some from here. I think going to there should be far enough. And it seems like there's no lights in this part. I'm going to add 2 lights. Those 2 definitely are going to get connected right away. I think they're close enough. And look at that, the prison's already cleaned. Except for in the cells. When did they clean in the cells? That's odd. Anyway, we were going to do a couple more cells, right? If I do 3? Yeah, that's about as close as this one is. And right there. And then we're going to do foundation. I'm going to grab that wall and bring it to here. They might try to escape. Hopefully, the builders will make this in a smart way. So that the prisoners don't try to escape. What we're going to need to do is bring down the electricity just to about there, I think, is what we're going to require. The water, on the other hand, all the way to the end. Then I'm going to plug all this stuff in. What is this? But I found the Polaroid? What do I do with this? What? I guess occasionally you can find random things? Why is that different? What one is that? This one? I don't like that it was just 2 random different floors. There we go, now the wall's in. As I get what's worked on, I'm gonna do more up here. Like a collectible. It did seem like a collectible, and if I read it right, there's 112 to collect. Exercise is still red, and that's because we don't have a yard. I'm gonna try to ignore it. I opened that so I could see ants. This, ever so slowly getting done. Prison maintenance. Unlock maintenance through bureaucracy, cleaning, groundskeeping. There's a colossal in chat. If anyone wants a large minecart with coal in it. Pretty much what I would describe it as. We just need groundskeeping. It is right here. I'm going to start that because we did most of it already. Then what are the other ones? Visitation rights. Build a visitation room at least 3 tables. At a common room, we have that. At a pool table, it has that. At least 2 TVs, it doesn't have 2 TVs. I think it only has 1. And it only has 2 phones. Which this one says it needs 5 phones. So we'll just have to update this a little bit. Do I get rid of this one, the Uniform Prisoner Initiative? I think it's just not... Forest Road. Oh, must be a bird or something. Or something in the game. That was weird. What was I saying? Programs. Unscheduled. Why is it unscheduled? Whoa, what just happened here? Okay, so we have one of these scheduled. Since we have another classroom, let's do this as well. I don't know what's changed. I think it's just a regime. We changed the, Oh, it is the game that made the noise that sounded like my cat throwing up. I'm gonna stop doing that. I think it's because we changed this that they started doing the programs. Alcohol groups therapy. Led by psychologists in a common room. We can do that. General education qualification. Requires a school desk. And hire externally so the students sit academic intermediate. We could do this as well. And I can change the time so we can set specific classroom times for each one. We don't have any dogs, so we can't do animal therapy. Reformed prisoner consultation. Led by the reformed prisoner in a meeting room. We don't have a meeting room. Can't do that. What about three strikes training? Led by a psychologist in a classroom. Each participant requires a school desk. I think that's what those little chairs are. Three strikes program, led by a chief in a common room, which we have a common room. Session length 2 hours. Voluntary, repeatable, intermediate. Let's start this as well. We can't do these two. Conflict resolution, led by a reformed prisoner in a meeting room. Start that as well. You know what? Let's do this one as well. This is another classroom. Meeting room. We'll just change the times. Wait, no room found. In a meeting room. Oh, I thought we had a meeting room. This is a common room. Get rid of that. No teacher. That's fine. No room. There's another meeting room. Yes, it is. Why do you have no teacher, though? You should just be different time frame than this. Or do we need separate classrooms per thing? We might need a hallway that's just a bunch of classrooms. Since this has no teacher, I'm going to stop it. We won't look at the rest of that. Hire a gardener. Down here. The gardener will go around and clean the outside, mostly the leaves. Everything else on the road and such like that. We did get that money. Let's go into grants again. See what else we can do. I think I said I can do visitation. Build at least 5 phone booths. Apparently there's 2 TVs. Oh, it must be counting TVs in the rooms as well, the cells. We just need to make 3 more phone booths. Phone booth, there it is. And it looks like they're separated here. But they're not. 3. That'll finish that. This isn't getting any better. I'm going to stop that program. And that other thing was finished already. Prisoner reoffending rate. Where would I find that? Regime? No, it wouldn't be regime. Wouldn't it be policy? Reform, probably. Average reoffending is more than 50%. So we're going to hold off on that one for a while. Security, procedure, certification. Hire a security chief. Hire 10 guards. Unlock patrols. Assign 3 guards to patrol routes. That is something I think we're working on. We were working on it, we just didn't finish doing it. Chief, get in there. Why does it say I can do 5 foremen? We don't need more than 1, right? It is looking better in the prison. The only thing I don't like is how much clothing we have here piled up. But that's because we don't have the room for it. Oh, it's not a specific thing here. It's an actual room itself. I thought I had to unlock it. I do have to unlock it. What? Prison labor. Okay, so we're gonna have to research that next. And that's already done. Wow. Okay, let's do prison labor next. And then afterwards we'll do lane expansion because we're getting pretty close to the edge over here. I'm trying not to go across the road, so I'm going to keep going this way. Or up and down. And I think we're definitely going to have to do a classroom facing to the left and right. And just make a hallway going down here. We'll probably move the cleaning cupboard and the parole room in front of the common room. This is still saying laundry room, machine. One staff member was exhausted, but they just rested. Your prison is missing a door control system. What? That's a thing? Door. I don't see that. I think that's something I have to research. Remote access, probably. Remote control and automation of doors. Okay, that'll be something we'll... Oh wait, did that just say we finished? It did. Prison labor's finished. I think we said we were going to do lane expansion, so let's do that next. We do have the rooms unlocked. Does that mean there might be one in here? Medical, shop, shower, staff, shop. Don't need that yet. Infirmary, laundry. They do have a laundry room already. Mail room. Library. Okay. What I'm thinking is we do 4... Four classrooms going down the side of here. Or we can do 3 and a library at the bottom. This. There'd be like a little cubby hole here. I'm more worried about yard not being built. Now we can buy it. Unlocks a 4,000 square meter area for $20,000. Do you wish to buy this plot? Yes. Oh, and there's stuff already in here too. I think that's the exact same shape that was over here. No, maybe it's a little bit different because this is a cutout of that thing. No, don't care. It doesn't matter. What does matter is that I want to not put a fence. There was quick build yard down here. I want to have a yard that says blocked, so it has to be here, and then we can get rid of that fence. But what I'm going to do is extend the fence to going in here. No, put a guard door. It also doesn't put the grass on the bottom of the fence, so we're going to change the fence type. Being this one. Because at some point we are going to fix the ground. Make it look nice. Looks like this is set up with having some field stuff done to it. Are they actually adding grass? They are, wow. They missed a piece though. Alright, while we're here, go to there and then in. Yes, I do. I'm going to demolish all of this. And instead, we're going to go like this. Apparently a riot on their way. Why? I have no idea. Probably because we only have 2 guards. Why aren't those 2 guards... Why aren't they moving? Can they not get in here because there's a riot? Okay. Emergency riot, please. Come and get in here. In this room. No, in the canteen. Where'd they go? Why are they... Oh, they're in the infirmary getting helped. Well, that's getting lighter. Should be able to just send them home now. Think. I'm waiting just in case there is someone rioting. There's an Absol in chat. If anyone wants a Pokemon that is supposedly able to tell when a natural disaster is going to happen. I think the lore behind Absol is wherever it goes, there will soon be a natural disaster. Why can't I add a fence there? It's part of the room and the room's not finished? Or is it because of them needing to take the trash? Oh, it's because the room wasn't finished. Okay. That's weird. I want just regular grass. What I don't want is this. Bump that. We want large jail door here. You need at least one door, which we're about to place. And then what I'm going to do, just to follow their little system here, is try to find that tile, which I'm guessing is running track. How wide is this? That did help me. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16. So it's an even number, which isn't going to be well. 15. Now when they have yard time, they should come out here. This isn't the same thing as that. Yes it is. It's just this has a little checkerboard because it's part of the yard. Which we could just extend it. Where is yard? Yard is right here. We just extended it there. And now it is checkerboarded. Another Polaroid. Who has a Polaroid? Oh, there's 177 of them. Wow, okay. I'm gonna need someone to keep an eye out for them. Why is there a light in the wall? Can I get rid of said light? We need to get rid of these drains, though. Alright, now I'm gonna do something that they're not gonna like, which is a shakedown. All sectors. What's gonna happen now is that our few guards are gonna go around to all the places that are flashing, which seems to be just only the cells. And they're gonna look for different things that the guys shouldn't have. And what I should do, probably have more guards, first of all. I'll do 10 for now. What I want to do next is deployment. Can't do guards yet. Probably should have looked at what that needs. This is locked, so we need to unlock it here. But I have patrols. Allows you to define patrols around crucial areas of your prison and assign guards to walk these patrols. Surprisingly little stuff. You mean little staff, or I don't know what you're talking about. Deployment, maybe? Oh, that's what I want. Deployment. Alright. It looks like we only need to unlock this once, and then we're able to expand any amount. Oh, these are... They're going to be more expensive the larger your thing is. That's good to keep. From the shakedown? Oh, that's what you meant. Yeah. Let's do a tunnel search. We'll go to every toilet, and then if there is a tunnel, it will appear on the map. But I'm expecting to find no tunnels. Because our prison is only 34 people. Larger prison, more common. Alright. These classrooms weren't meant to be temporarily placed where they are. But right now I'm thinking about actually changing them. If I do that, I think I would add a T here. And a hallway going down. This hallway is only 2 wide, so I think I'll keep the 2 wide idea here. What I'm going to do is cancel objects. and the door. Then go in here, this. Since this was a quick build thing, and the classroom seems to be working... Oh, that's gonna interfere with the other classroom. Unfortunate, but I don't care. Oh, it gets rid of the walls. I don't know if you guys could see, but it put an X on the different squares of the wall that's still there. If I go here and do demolish... Oh, I placed that in the wrong spot. That wall and this wall. To get rid of that. Quick build. I already lost where it is. Right here. 1, 2. Okay, so it should get rid of the door to this classroom, which is unfortunate. But they should move stuff around. And then if this is a hallway... I'm going to do a whole foundation here. To make that one big room. And then we'll work on moving the stuff around. That should make it a little bit easier. Probably should have told them not to do down here. Keep that wall. Is there a way to cancel that? Right here? No, just cancel the entire thing. That's not what I wanted. What I want is to keep the wall there. But not here. Now it should work out the way that I'm imagining it. This needs to be demolished. And I also want an extra light back here, just for looks. Why is this saying no light? We didn't do anything with the utility. That should still be connected. I guess it doesn't when there isn't a door? I mean, these are all going through a door. Huh, that's cool. I don't know why it didn't add back in lights to this room, though. Now that this is all here, why are they not turned on? Because they're not built yet. Okay. Cleaning cupboard, where is that at? Did we have to make this room? Yeah, we had to make it. What we didn't have to make was... We're going to move to up here. And if this is a 7x7, that's how big we want this one. Planning. What? Did it get rid of the walls? No, it didn't. They just didn't make them yet. I gotta run to my Irish class. Have a great rest of the stream. Talk to you later. I hope you have a great time at class. We're going to move this door right here. And then what I'm going to do is have this. But there, then get rid of this one. Then we're also going to demolish everything here. And all this. Then I'm going to say no to that room. This is the example that I was talking to you about, where there's two walls next to each other, and it makes this weird little indent in the middle. I don't like this look, but for right now we're going to keep it like that. Why is this door still here? Bumped on door. And I want to know why these aren't connected. Oh, that's the security thing. Keep forgetting it needs one of those. Overall, I mean, we don't make money. Oh, we don't make money on. Why can't I speak? We don't make money off them if we let them out. It's true. But we also get a grant bonus if we do that. Because reform prisoner intake. No. Which one? No, it's this one. Which is 9% now, so that's going up, but it's not going up quick enough. Oh, wait. Put money into an investment fund. How do I do this? Oh, it's just a time frame. Okay. I'll have that going down. Sure. Bathroom. Fire at least 5 guards without duties. Ensure none of your staff are exhausted. We can finish that immediately. Inmate nutrition research. Should be done. Serve a single low quality, low variety meal for 2 days. Serve 3 high... I'm not going to do that yet. Crack down on drugs. Find 10 illegal narcotics. We can do that while waiting. And subblock B we're working on slowly. I'm just not really focused on getting more cells. What I'm going to do now is not worry about that one wall. Classroom right here. Build these in. Because we had a lot of things that were saying they require a classroom. And they're all escaping because you idiots opened the wall. Okay. We have a lot of escapes, which means we're going to get a lot of money from us acquiring more prisoners. Do we make a second common? I don't think so. I think what I will do is leave this just an empty hallway and then build a wall down here. Like this, and demolish this one wall. Played so many hours of this and would always get it so big it would fail. I haven't played this since 2021. So I don't even think that original... Actually, it is still here. I pause for a second. It'll load. As you can see, I accurately described it. There's an orange guru in chat if anyone wants a monkey. Last time I played was July of 2021, and I accurately named it as my first prison. I have no idea how big it is because I didn't even look at it when we started this. I think the last time I played it was on my old PC. So that file was saved on Steam and I guess was downloaded onto this one. I don't want to get rid of the foundations because we're probably going to build more here. I'm going to leave it like this and just wait for them to do more of this. Programs. What do you need? You need a classroom. You probably also need a classroom, right? Yes. Can I just do reschedule? And it magically works. They don't have lights again. Why isn't it not adding the lights in? Because I have 8 lights for some reason. Oh, they don't have lights on any of them. Oh, I can't add lights to those yet. Can do. is that this one doesn't have lights either. Why? Even though it's like a pre-made thing, why wouldn't they add lights to it? We need to bring down utilities further? No. Okay. Well, that's a lot of classrooms, so we should be able to do more things at once. We can add more than one per day. The gray is how many people could be in that specific program. None of them are full. This one is the most closest to full. I don't know what the difference between the white color gray is between those two, but I know black and gray is how many people are in it. And it interesting. This one says 17 interested though. Don't know. We're gonna ignore that for now. When we have enough prisoners that we do need more classrooms, we have 2 ready. I thought we needed them, but then I remembered that we need a meeting room, not a common room. How are their needs doing now? Their needs are very well, now that we added a yard finally. I go France. 14 hours. Have 10 prisoners pass the foundation education course. Have 1 prisoner pass the general education course. Foundation, general. Foundation, general. Requires a teacher in the classroom. Any of these need a classroom? That needs a workshop. We don't have one. We do have a kitchen. We do that one, right? Yes. This is led by a psychologist in an office. We can start this one. It means that a prisoner would have to come into this area, which could be an issue in the long run. We can't do these. Carpentry also needs a workshop. These both do. Conflict resolution, meeting room, common room, meeting room. How does the 2 common room things go? No equipment. What? That's a wide sofa. What does it require? It needs a wide sofa. Oh, that's a wrong room. Okay. Objects. Wide sofa. I think I need it over here. Oops, didn't mean to close that. A psychologist in an office with a wide sofa. Now it's unscheduled. I think I can just reschedule and then it works. Alright. Get her going. That'll be working in the background, getting us different things. This is going to take a while, so let's work on other things. Ignore the first 3. Although this says 14 up for parole. What does this require, though? I don't know how to speed that up because it doesn't look like anyone's using this room. What we can do is these two, which one of them needs research for remote access. Then I think we just start going around and just unlocking things. Because we got through all the stuff that we kind of need, depending on how you look at it. I don't think we really need anything else unlocked, so we'll just do it randomly over time. And next I will plan out the next portion. We could try and build a workshop down here. I'm pretty sure that is a thing I can rebuild. It's a large building. And there was 2 different programs, so I think we need 2. I could have it as part of the outside yard. That is how I usually make my churches. And I do plan to have a very large yard. It doesn't necessarily have just this small thing, but it's like a large open area. I'm just got the whole thing considered as a yard. Let's keep doing... Actually, outside I think I'll do 4 spaces. 2. It's not a hallway, it's going to be a path. And all these things are going to require electricity and such. We are going to need a fence here. I will do this for now. We should probably also start working towards having a perimeter wall. I don't know just yet. I'm gonna grab this down here. Once everything is built, they can get out in here and start using this. Other things that they could use, going off of what this is saying that we need, is a laundry room, which they can work in. Alright, that's something we were trying to do. Employment. Assign guards. I want 1 guard here, 1 guard here, 1 in the canteen, and 1 in the main hallway. And then I think I want 2 outside. Now that should be all of our guards assigned to something, so... Apparently 4 of our guards got killed. I'm looking at the fraction at the top, make sure that it doesn't go down to 0 with just 10 people. I think I should probably double how many I have, so let's do 12 total. When a guard goes on break, it takes down the number. Forget what else takes down the number. When they're specified for a place, so like it would be 12 if we didn't have them all assigned, 6 assigned to different areas. We're gonna have to bring the electrical cord straight in here. Probably the easiest way to connect these. Oh, right there. Nice. These tables are going to need a direct connection. We just have to wait for them to bring in all the stuff. I can't cut off this fence just yet until they finish this room. They do have the wall here. Or it just got done. But they don't have everything built over here, so this is just one big wide open area. And they will run out here like they did earlier when we were doing this wall. Can we do that other grant that's just investment? Long term. It doesn't tell us how long it is before doing it. And these are all locked behind doing other things. Basic farming. Okay. Government security ratings. Government security rating. Oh, is that an unlock thing? I think security would be over here. No, I have no idea what that was for. Let's do. Oh, it was right above it. This requires security procedure certification, which needs the security chief, 10 guards, unlock patrols, and 3 guards on patrol routes. Oh, we can do that right away, right? Oh, we don't have patrol guards. Okay, let's add... Does it need 3 routes? No, just 3 guards on a route. I think it's here. I go like this. That's 1 route. 1 here, and 1 here. Side guards. 1, 2, 3. And then we can get rid of these. Don't want this. We are going to keep this, but I'm going to connect them when I can. Why aren't you connected? None of the lights here are connected. Did they build the lights? No, they didn't. Okay. And these apparently do not say that they need power directed to them. I think it's because they didn't build the tables in yet, which is why the outlining of it is still there. Alright, prison policy is done. Let's do micromanagement. These are all created ones. Now we should have one more thing. 2 guard handlers to a dog patrol. We're not going to be doing that anytime soon. Advanced farm, no, no. This requires the governmental security thing, which we're not doing yet. Prisoner acclimation and engagement. This one. Laundry, kitchen, cleaning cupboard. Okay, so we do need a laundry, for sure. Free apprentice program. Needs this. Which requires us to make 30 license plates. So clean up. Remove the supply of stolen tools. Prisoners, at least 40 prisoners before we can do this. Which we would only need 6 more cells. There's a LOTAD in chat if anyone wants a LOTAD. How long until... Let me see how many passed. Nobody has passed the foundation education. And... I didn't see general anywhere. Oh, it's right underneath it. Okay. 0 interested. Okay. Hmm. Go to laundry, mail room. Meeting room. Are they all 7x7? They are. We don't have enough space for 7x7 rooms. We do if I make another hallway. Because we could put a shop in here. Shop is very large. Never mind. Jeez. That would have to be somewhere else. Was that only 3 places? Laundry, mail, meeting room. What about gym? Gym is a 9x9. That's not the same size. But it probably wouldn't matter. Workshop is the big thing we just made 2 of. Common room we already have. One of them is a mail room. Library is larger. 9x10. 9x9. Is there a reception room? Is that what I should have built over here? Yeah, it is. Alright, out of the other rooms, what could we make there? Forestry. Gym. There are options for the larger room. Library. Gym. There's one, there's a third one. Shop. That's what the third one was. Okay. How big is from here? That is 11, which means no to that. But it would mean we could put the library in there, and it would only be like 1 wall away, so it would be a double wall like this, but on here. Which would be a good way to tie it into this. Wait, that means we should probably do that instead. Shop. Hold on, I have an idea. What I want is meeting room. Keep our 2 hallway system. Would be. Oh wait, no, this needs to be rotated. We have that there. Laundry room here. We'll continue this big hallway around. That'd be like 1 circle right there. So that is this and this. We also need, I think that's no, that's the mail room. That will go right here with that 2-spaced hallway. Then what we want is the shop here. What, that cuts into the yard? Mm. It also means I'd have to move over to 2 workshops we're still trying to make. What would a gym look like there then? Gives a little hallway to get in here. The library would be one longer. It would be like to there. I think we do the gym instead. And for these, we'll add a wall here. And all this has to be foundation. I'm gonna go this, and then like this. That should delete the walls that I want deleted. I can, at this point, since this has been made into a room, and get rid of these fences. Now this will mean when they get rid of those 2 fences for this entire area, that they will be able to bypass this jail door and just walk through the hallway and out to the yard. But I'm alright with that for right now. Because the yard's temporary where it is right now. That's not how I imagined it. I don't want it right next to the infirmary and stuff like that. I want a big open area because there's a lot of outside stuff that we can put in a room. There's a thing that they grow trees, they grow vegetables, we can have a little garden area. You can have the yard next to the garden area, or part of it. As part of it, I mean. Either way, I want them to finish the Control left click to make high priority. Can I highlight the entire area? Nice. I didn't know that was a thing until just now when I read it. I was saying earlier in the stream that I wish there was a way to prioritize what they do, and there was a way to do that. That makes me very happy. It's unfortunate that I didn't notice it quicker, but still. While we are here, we might as well change up this roll line. Comes down here. I want him to go along here to there. You can cancel all this. Okay, he should be walking around the correct way. While he is doing that, let's do thing again. This isn't a red carpet, right? It's the running track. Should be the running track. I like it as an outside pathway. I'm gonna keep it. this all the way up into here. We're gonna make a whole bunch of grass going down here. Here. Down this way. Now we have things that require power. Utilities, electrical. All that requires a thing, which means that right here is going to require something. We'll connect that through the wall. And then all these should be connected once they're built. But they're back in here again. Why are they back in here? I should be focusing on this. I don't know. They finished this, so that's all up and ready. Let's do some programs for this. Workshop safety. Yes. They're still building this. Oh, they didn't take the fence down. Okay. I don't think they're taking the fence down for this wall either. So we're gonna have to change that wall. I want to change the patrol so he doesn't pass the... I think I missed some... Never mind, they just did it. I was gonna say, I think I missed some grass there. And now they're focusing on this. So they did the room and then they worked their way over? That seems odd, but okay. And you guys are way out here. Do I only have one gardener? I do only have one. Let's add a few. Like even numbers, so we'll do 4. Feels like we're missing 3 workmen. And I'll add another janitor. Again, for even numbers. The foreman, I'm not worried about having more than 1. I don't think we need more. Should I separate these hallways? Or do I just add a second guard? I think I'll just add a second guard for now. There's a Farfetch'd in chat. That is a Gen 1 Pokemon, so let's see if I have it. That's not Pokechecked. Looks like I have it, so we're gonna ignore it. I've not done this, but they're getting close. They are starting to work on these rooms, which means that this should be pretty much finished. And since they're doing that, let's go into the carpentry shop. Foreman and workshop, yes. We have one person past the foundation education. It looks like there was something going on outside. And that's up and ready. Now they should be working on these. They did add the walls. But I don't like that these are not walls. Can you please change them? No, it looks like we need utilities out this way. Which is not a big issue. Just go like this. Looks like this needs to be connected in directly. And so do these. And then water. We need water to here. You up. I'm gonna add just one pipe going up that way. Don't know why that's there. I'm gonna leave it there just in case there's a reason. They are all connected. Laundry room, machine, basket. Why is this here? This is the mailroom. Why is this still here? Maybe we have to wait for the things to be cleaned? Not sure, but what I do know is that we need to keep doing our research. Let's do surveillance. Don't know why I automatically went to here. France. Which one was for... putting them in places or to work? Laundry, kitchen, cleaning. 3 prisoners in each. Okay. Logistics. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. That's that one done. Should probably start doing long-term investments since this is taking forever to do. Let's add that in. And get this one started because they should be producing things. We should probably add people in here. Now it says prisoners qualified 4, so I think this is 8. So that should be a good starting point. This is pretty decent for right now. So on that note, with a bunch of deaths happening, I think we should find out who we're going to raid into. That pause due to scroll. Let's see who's live. I have no idea. We'll let the game play because we can still occur stuff while doing this. We're still getting this taken care of, which is 157 hours. Don't know how many days that is. We have 3 wonderful people online right now. Babblejacks, Treble Queen, and Yelp. Treble Queen was on the 16th, which was what? 12 days ago? Almost 2 weeks? And Yelp was before that. Babblejacks was before Yelp. I'm okay with doing all 3 of them. Okay, so now I am actually going to pause. Does this not have a light? I think he's just in the dark right there. Let's not worry about it. Let's do our usual poll. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to catch me live, I stream on Twitch on Mondays and Wednesdays from 10 a.m. EST to 12:30 p.m. EST, and on Saturdays from 10 a.m. EST to 2 p.m. EST.